of operation you can perform on the array. You can see in the syllabus given merging of two arrays, right? Then storage representation and address calculation. So we all know that there are two methods for representing array, like row measure method is there and column measure method is there. Okay, we can also have multi-dimensional array, two-dimensional array, n-dimensional array. Okay, and one of the very popular application of array is in polynomial representation. So in the second half of the unit, you will be learning single variable polynomial representation using array. Okay, how arrays can be used to represent polynomials. And in the same line, you will learn polynomial addition, polynomial multiplication. You will also learn how sparse matrix is represented using array, and then you will also try to perform addition on the sparse matrix. You will try to find transpose of the sparse matrix, and you will also try to find simple and fast transpose, and then time and space complexity of each of this method. Okay, now what is the case study they have given here? Study use of sparse matrix in the social networks and maps. Okay, right now we will not focus on these case studies because they will be more clear when that particular unit you will learn. Okay, so at the end of unit, all the case studies we will learn. Right, now which course outcomes this unit number 2 is satisfying? It is satisfying course outcome number 1, course outcome number 2, and course outcome number 3. Okay, so in all, unit number 2 is talking about arrays as data structure, and then what kind of operations we can perform on this array. Okay, then moving to the next unit, that is unit number 3. Do you remember one of our course objectives? It was to learn various searching methods and sorting methods with their pros and cons, right? So unit number 3 is specifically talking about different searching techniques and sorting techniques which are available in the data structure. Just to name few, I will like to tell you that there are many searching techniques like linear search is there, binary search is there, Fibonacci search is there, indexed sequential search is there, and so on. Okay, if we want to know algorithms which are used for sorting, then there is a bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, quick sort, shell sort, and so on. Okay, so likewise we need to learn what are different searching methods and what are different sorting methods. And then at the end of unit, which course outcomes will be satisfied? Course outcome number 1, course outcome number 3, and course outcome number 4. Moving to the next unit, unit number 4. Unit number 4 is specifically focusing on linked list as a data structure. Okay, linked list is very interesting data structure which uses dynamic memory allocation. Okay, so you will really love to write programs for linked list. And what contents are going to learn in this unit? You will be learning introduction to the linked list, then how we use dynamic memory management to the linked list, what kind of operations we can perform on the linked list, then what are the types of linked list like singly linked list, circular linked list, doubly linked list, W circular linked list, and so on. Okay, and then at the end you will see that which course outcomes are satisfied by unit number 4, that is CO1, CO2, and CO5. So unit number 4 talks about linked list as a data structure. Okay, then moving to the next unit, unit number 5. Which data structure we are going to learn in unit number 5? Which data structure? Stack. Okay. Stack. So in unit number 5, you will learn stack as a data structure. Okay. So what we are going to learn in stacks? You will be learning like how stack can be represented using sequential organization. Then what are the applications of stack in expression evaluation and conversion? Okay. And stacks are majorly used for expression evaluation. So therein you will learn like what is prefix expression, what is postfix expression, and what is infix expression. Okay, and then stack can be also represented using linked list. And the most important application of stack in data structure is recursion. So at the end of unit, you will learn what is recursion in the stack. Recursion is very important. When you will learn this stack as a unit, then you will understand what is recursion actually. Okay, and which are the course outcomes which we should satisfy after learning this particular unit? CO1, CO2, CO5 and CO6. Okay, now what is the last unit? Unit number 6. Which is the data structure that we are going to learn here? It is Q. Okay, Q as a data structure we are going to learn. Q of data structure, they are very similar to the simple queue which we are using in our day-to-day life. Say for example, when you were there in school for prayer, we were standing in a queue, right? So what happens in a queue? Student who come first stands there at the first position. Students who come second stands at their second position. And student who reports at the end will stand there at the last position. And how delete operation is performed on a queue? Who goes out? The one who is standing at the first position will go out first. Okay. So this is a simple funda of queue as a data structure which we will learn in this particular unit. Okay. And what are the outcomes, course outcome which we should satisfy at the end of unit? CO1, CO2, CO5 and CO6. That's all about your subject. The next slide is about which are the learning resources which we should use for understanding this subject. There are two textbooks which are mentioned in the syllabus, and there are few reference books which are mentioned in the syllabus. Okay, but what I feel is, see, textbook you can use for reference, but you know, Google is the best resource for learning anything. Okay, on Google you will get updated information related to anything. Because see, if you are referring from a book, it may happen those books are written few years ago, right? And now the latest updated information you will not get in a book. So I suggest to use many different YouTube channels are there. Many nice articles are there. Even textbook contents are also visible on the Google Books, right? So you can use Google as the most important resource for learning at least our subject, that is data structure. Any doubt with this?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No,
No, are
ma'am.
you sure? Okay, Samiksha Kadam, are you there? Samiksha, are you there? Samiksha Kadam, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, what was our first unit? What was our first unit? Samiksha. Who will tell me what was our first unit? Hurry up. Lecture is about to end.
Introduction.
Data structure.
Introduction to data structures. Okay. Second unit.
Data structure. Linear data structure.
Linear data
Introduction to
Sequential organization.
array. Right. In very broad terms, it is array. Right. Okay.